What is going on, guys? So every day, pretty much every Monday, I should say, after every Jaguars loss, I get questions in the comments basically saying, why have we not fired anybody? Why is Doug Marrone still here? Why is Todd Wash here? Why is Dave Caldwell here? Why are all these guys still here after all these losses? And, I don't usually answer to them just because right now, obviously the priority in the organization is not to win. If it was to win, they'd be go out there and trying to trade for guys like Carlos Dunlap, Everson Griffin, and these different guys that are becoming available for trade. But they're not doing it. And then obviously the way the roster was constructed, it's not a year to kind of win. So, and I'm from a standpoint where I don't really care about firing people mid-season. It's just I don't know, especially with the way I'm numb to all the losses. I'm on Team Tank right now, so losses are good for me. But I know a lot of people want to see heads roll, and it's similar there are teams that want to win that have fired their guys. The Texans want to win. The Falcons want to win. They fire their head coaches, but the Jaguars don't want to win. The Jets don't want to win, and they keep the head coaches around. You know what I mean? So the Jaguars, they're in a position where they don't really want to win, but when will guys get fired? I think it's inevitable, and it's definitely going to happen that Doug Marrone is going to be fired at some point, at least at the latest by Black Monday. But will he get fired mid-season? If he does get fired, I think it would be week 13 or week 14, somewhere late in the season. I just don't see it happening, early on like we are in the season right now, and kind of at a situation where it's look, we're going to fire you anyway. We'll give you, we'll go ahead and release you now and then let you go on your way. But the big question is Dave Caldwell. Will Dave Caldwell be fired? In my eyes, we have to fire him. We have to get rid of Dave Caldwell. And, you can defend a lot of stuff he does, and you can have a list of pros and cons. Pros, he does pretty decent in the drafts. He finds guys kind of later on. Cons, he hasn't found a quarterback. We haven't really been winning under him. But really the big overall thing that needs to get him fired, and something that you cannot defend, is his record as a general manager. 37 wins and 82 losses as a general manager. You can't defend that. You can talk about, you can throw all kinds of stuff in there. You can throw the asterisk with Tom Coughlin in there, all this different kind of stuff. But look, he hasn't hired a good head coach, and the record speaks for itself, man. 37 and 82. We're a losing team under him, and if we keep him around, it just shows that you're committed to a losing organization and a losing culture. So the Jaguars, man, they have to get rid of him, and it's a perfect year to do it with all the draft capital we have next year, all the cap space we have. We're probably going to be locked into a top 5 pick. Excuse me. You can most likely get whatever quarterback you want. Maybe not whatever quarterback, because the Jets might finish 0-16, but you could very well be locked in number 2 overall pick at Justin Fields and still have a first round pick available. You'll get your coach of your choice of head coach. So now is the time, man. This is the most attractive general manager job in the NFL. It would be the time to do it. Next year it's different, man. Next year, Dave Caldwell will probably spend some money. He gets a quarterback. Then all of a sudden you're tied to a quarterback, and you're tied to certain players. You don't have as much draft capital. This is the year to do it. Dave Caldwell has to go. We'll see. But it just worries me because, with all the moves he's been making tanking moves. Is he making tanking moves with the thought that, look, you're safe? You're safe this year. You can hire your 3rd head coach as general manager. You're locked in to this spot. It's almost like a fantasy team where, you can't drop guys like Kamara or Elliott. It's like that. We can't drop this GM for whatever reason. I don't know. Hopefully Dave Caldwell, Shad Khan does the right things, open his eyes, and cuts this guy, because I think we all know Doug Marrone's gone, but the big question is Dave Caldwell. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts, what you guys want to happen. Join the conversation on Flick. I'll catch you guys later.